Hello everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to quickly and smoothly set up an integration between Salesforce and QuickBooks Online using DBSync setup wizard feature. Our use case is an integration that will automate the creation of opportunities from Salesforce into QuickBooks Online invoice, as well as create or update invoice receivables from QuickBooks Online into Salesforce. Let's start. For the first step, accessing DBSync template library to build this integration, we need to open DBSync platform. After logging into our account, we can see the project list includes all projects we have created before. To create the integration, locate and click on Add Template. And the next step is selecting the integration template. In the template library, we will find a list of templates for different connections. Look for the template specifically designed for Salesforce and QuickBooks Online integration. Here is the template. I will select and import this template. After I import the template, the first step is the project name. As a default, we can see a name for the project, or you can change this default value and then click Next. Here you can see a list of connections you need for this template. Continue. After importing the template, we will see a setup form with 4 simple steps. Yes, here is the 4 simple steps to configure your integration. In the first step, connection setup, here we can connect to our application, which are Salesforce and QuickBooks Online. This step grants DBSync access to our Salesforce and QuickBooks Online data. I'm going to test the connection I have added before and the QuickBooks Online. Yes, the connection is successful. And then click on Next for the next step. The next step is set up variables. This step is very important. Here, we can configure variables based on our company's specific use case. For example, we can set variables for invoice creations rules, payment processing logic, and data mapping between Salesforce and QuickBooks Online. What is important for our this use case is we have to select the opportunity transaction from Salesforce and the invoice transaction for the QuickBooks Online. And the another variable that you can see, it already has a default value, so we don't need to change these values. And the other thing which is important is the transaction receivable. I wanted to send the transaction receivable from invoice QuickBooks Online invoice into the Salesforce and then click on Next. In the next step run, we need to run the initial setup once. Running the initial setup completed successfully. And then I'm going to click on Next for the next step. This step is a final step, scheduling and automation. Finally, in the scheduling and automation step, we can set up scheduling parameters for automated data sync between Salesforce and QuickBooks Online. There are different intervals such as minutes, hours, day, or week, and also we can customize the schedule as needed. And then finish. Okay, what's the next? For the next step, I'm going to open an opportunity in the Salesforce and then show the details of the opportunity and then run the DBSync integration, and then we can see the result of the integration. Let's open the Salesforce opportunity. Here is the opportunity that I want to move into this QuickBooks Online. What is important here, when we install the package in our Salesforce account, it will create some custom field in the opportunity object, which is generate QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Error. The generate means which um, transaction you want to move this opportunity into the QuickBooks Online. I wanted to create an invoice for this transaction into the QuickBooks Online. And the QuickBooks ID and QuickBooks error, once when we run the integration and the run integration is successful, we can see the QuickBooks ID, I means the invoice ID in the QuickBooks Online here. And also if the integration is not successful, we can see the error message here. I'm going to save the change, and I'm going back to the quick DBSync in order to run the integration. We can open these tasks to see the workflows details from the configuration, and then we can run the integration from here, or we can run the integration directly from the actions. We can click on three dots and then click on run. The integration is running. Run integration completed successfully. Let's back to the Salesforce and check the QuickBooks ID. In the Salesforce, for the opportunity we try to move into the QuickBooks Online, we can see in the QuickBooks ID, the invoice ID here, and also we can see the QB error updated, invoice updated. It means the integration was successful. So I'm going to copy this ID and open the invoice into the QuickBooks Online. Open one invoice randomly and then change the QuickBooks ID from the address bar. Yes, here is the invoice that we integrated from Salesforce into the QuickBooks Online invoice. You can see the invoice line here and the products, items in the opportunity are these items. And we can see as an invoice line in the invoice. And all details came from the opportunity into the QuickBooks Online. Okay, what is the next? For the next step, I'm going to add a receivable add a payment for this invoice, and then we're back to the to the DBSync and run the integration again, and then we can see the result in the Salesforce. Receive a payment for this invoice, save and close, and it's back to DBSync, run the integration, and then we can see the result. Yes, the integration completed successfully. Let's back to the Salesforce and check the receivables. I need to open the receivables list. Yes, we can see the invoice number 1081 is here. Yeah, we can see the total amount, the payment amount here, and also we can see the PDF view of these receivables. Yes, this is a PDF view of the receivables that came from the QuickBooks Online. By following these simple steps within the DBSync setup wizard, we could quickly establish a robust integration between Salesforce and QuickBooks Online. This integration will streamline our invoice process and ensure accurate payment tracking across both platforms. Thank you everyone. Thank you for listening us and see our demo.